Well, hello everybody. Welcome to P.B.M. Vending. Wow, did I get a wake-up call or what? First off, in my last video I told you that I was going to play the credit game, and 800 was the game. And I said my credit score was in the mid 700s. So after I did that video, I went and checked the mail, and I had received my Citibank double cashback card. Now in that, which by the way, wow, I mean there was like 15 pieces of paper in there all about the credit card, and that blew me away. But in one of them, and I think this comes in most things, and you can see right here, this is the sheet that comes, and it tells you all about your credit, and then on the back it gives you your score. You can see my credit score is a 724. I don't know if you can see that or not. So that's lower than I thought it was. And they tell you where they drew your credit report from, and they tell you can get it for free, and they give you the number to call. And I thought about it, and I thought, I know what's up with my credit, so I wasn't going to. And then something said, you know, if you're going to play the game, you got to know the rules. So I called, and I'm getting my credit report, and we will do a follow-up to this report. But as I read this piece of paper closer, wow. Okay, so in the back here it tells you your credit rating, what you should know, the range of scores, and then the last one is key factors that adversely affected your credit score. That means these are the dings that were on my credit report. The first one threw me. I mean, in my mind, all of my accounts are current. I am not behind in any account. But listen to what it says. Number of accounts with delinquency on your credit report. I am not delinquent on any, as far as I know, so I can't wait to see what that is. It says your credit report shows proportion of loan balance to loan amount is too high. I just got done telling you guys that I've got one card that's at 50% and the rest of them should be zero. The only thing I can think of is my house loan and my car. I did both of those in the last year, so the balances on those are expectedly high. I can't fix that. Number 3, your credit report shows too many accounts with balances. Again, I did get 5 credit cards in the last 12 months. That's true. But only, okay, the Discover IT has 2 recurring charges, and each one's like 20 bucks from stuff I've done on the internet. The other ones, I'm using and I told you about the credit union one, that one's at 50%, and then the Wells Fargo is the one I use all the time. So those 3 do have balances, but the other 2 have none. So the only thing I can think of is, they're talking about my house loan and my car loan, and then the balances on those 2 credit cards. Length of time accounts have been established on your credit report. Well, that's a given. I mean, the Discover card I've had for years, but the 4 or 5 cards I've got in the last 12 months, I mean, like I said last time, I'm in a holding pattern for a year or 2, and I'm fine with that. And then it says, your credit report shows too many inquiries in the last 12 months. Duh. 5 credit cards, car loan, house loan. Okay. So, and then it says your credit report shows proportion of loan balance to loan amounts is too high. Well, we talked about that on the last one with that credit union credit card, and I am that's at 50%. I will get that down to under 10% in the next couple of months. So, after I got over the shock of that, I'm glad I ordered my credit report so that I can see exactly what they're talking about. The delinquencies, there's got to be a mistake on that. I don't know what they're talking about. So, being the list checker offer that I am, I made a list of the things that I'm going to do. Now remember, I told you that I would keep you up to date as we play the game so that you can know step by step what I've done and what's happened and all that. So here's a list of 5 things I'm going to do. This month I'm going to put $500 towards that credit union charge card. Now I've got more to put towards it, but I feel like I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket. I'm going to pay it off, $500 this month, $500 next month, and then whatever it is the third month. Now, the Discover card is strictly, has got 2 or 3 recurring charges every month from sites on the internet. That I'm going to do on an auto prepay. Now my bill is not due until the 21st. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to contact them and have them take out whatever those charges are, say it's $50, on the 1st of the month. That way, from the 1st to the 21st, there should be no balance. The third thing is I got to find out what those delinquencies are, and I got to fix that, whatever that is. Now, I told you my plan was a double, the Citibank double cashback. That card is going to be my everyday card. That's going to be, because that's double cash. Wells Fargo is only 1.5. So this month I'm going to pay off the Wells Fargo card. Okay, so that one should have a no balance on it. Now, I have a daughter, and she's not really good with money, and I know that. But I gave her a goal about 3 years ago, and she has done very, very well with that. So what I'm going to do is I made her an authorized user on one of my cards. So I'm going to give her this card. I'm not going to tell her the balance on it, because I'll just tell her that she can have X amount of dollars each month on this card, and I will pay it off. But see, that feeds into more cards with the balance. So when I do that, I'm going to have that card also come auto pay on the 1st of the month. That way, no balances on cards. The only card that I should have after I do these things that should have a balance should be my American Express and the Citibank. Those are the only 2 that should have balance. The auto loan and the house, you can't do anything with that. By the way, speaking of the house, I am going to do a video because that whole scenario and how we closed and how we bought that house is just amazing. That loan is nowhere near as high as it should be. It should be a lot more than it is, but just by sheer providence, it's a lot lower than it should be. So, but we'll do another video on that. But I just wanted to bring you up to date. I was really shocked at what they said about my credit report. And if there's delinquencies on there, how in the world did I get a 724 balance or 724 credit rating? I don't understand that. So they said I'd get my report in the next 2 weeks, so we'll wait and see. Maybe it's stuff from the past that needs to be dealt with. I don't even know. I have no clue. I haven't been late with anything, as far as I know, forever. So we'll find out. We'll fix it. I'll bring you up to speed. But when we're playing the credit game, the game is afoot. Well, you guys have a great day, and happy vending.